Thanks for accepting my invitation and accepting to be on my show.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I can't see you. Your video is gone.
My video is gone. Let me sure. Okay, I think I everything's okay now.
Yeah, I can see you. So thanks for accepting my invitation and accepting to be on my show.
Thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure.
So I thought to introduce you to my audience.
So I'm Eiji. I'm from Brazil. I am 39 years old, and I'm an infrastructure analyst here in my state. And now I'm working for education department of my state. So I take care about every employees there, every teacher, student, and schools in my state.
Okay, so infrastructure analyst.
Yes. What I do is I need to take care about our servers, about everything what is running there, like for example our systems for all teachers, because in this time actually, we are in the middle of the pandemic, and our teachers and our students in my state are studying at home. So everybody's working at home or in home office. So we have a system to support that service. So what happened is I need to maintain everything with my team, like connection, the network inside of the building of the department, and in the manager schools, because we have micro regions in my stage to take care of the other schools. I need to take care of the other types of service, like for example, um, base of knowledge base for our employees. Um, Take care about the all equipment in our network, like border routers, switch L2, L3, um, the physical part too. It's other team because I'm manager now to take care about the cabling, the connections, the physical connections, to need to pass cable through a room to another room or to another switch or something like. And the tasks goes on because it's a lot of things. I need to divide everything there. So my team, it's me, more three guys. Those guys have some tasks, different tasks. Like one guy need to take care about everything about Windows. Other guy need to take care about with me about everything about Linux. And the third guy is the it's we call a Randall guy. He sometimes is going to work to Windows and sometimes going to go to work with Linux about network, like Cisco device, HP device, and everything what we need. So basically, we need to take care about our department and the education department as well, and 650 schools in my state.
So which means the physical infrastructure.
Yes, basically the infrastructure as well. So we need to, for example, if we need to start a new project, like for example, I don't know, like a media week, like it's a internal Wikipedia, like an internet. We need to create a virtual server because we use VMware for everything, and we need to talk about with who will use this service. So we need to take care about the the resource like RAM memory, HDs, processors. So what I need to do is to create a profile to create a service. So my team need to do that. So one guy take care about the to create a VM, another guy in the install everything, create a documentation about the service, what we run, and just develop this documentation and bring this documentation for the other team, what we use. So basically, we need to take care about that. So and troubleshooting as well when we people have problems about connections and all other parts.
So, you are into the virtual environment.
I'm sorry.
You are into the virtual environment. You manage
Yeah,
the virtual
yeah,
infrastructure.
yeah. I'm a sub manager actually. So we are four managers. So one for level one because that team it's a small team to filter the tickets when the problems start to come. We have a sub manager, development sub manager, and we have a statistics sub manager, and I am the infrastructure and support sub manager, and we have a IT manager. So basically, we have those teams. But I my interaction basically is with my manager in that rank. So and the develop manager. So that those departments need to communicate every time. So when you asked me to do this interview, I was finished one meeting with my manager and the development manager. So I actually I asked to wait to start because I need to finish that thing because we started to to plan a strategy to buy new computers for all schools in my state.
Okay. So, physical infrastructure or the virtual infrastructure you're talking about?
Both, both.
Both.
Yeah, both. Because, for example, I need to analyze the requirement for what type equipment we need to use there. So what type border router I need to buy to use, how I need to use, what I need to this router do. Is like if it will action like as a real router or a load balance router, types of switch, layer 2, layer 3, um, what type of server, physical servers I need to buy. So this type of thing is my analysis. The second part in my team that do is the logical part, how to configure this router, how to configure this switch, how to configure this type of server. So this server will be to do virtualization or will be a real machine to a big work, you know. So this is the type of the my reality is different of I think the major part of the world now using AWS, Azure, or a Google platform. So it's very different because in the philosophy now in the education department is to use the 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 actual resource because we need to save money to do other things, other types of projects, more interesting. So we need to take care. So we normally we talk with another other companies inside of the state, the government state. Like for example, we have one company. It's a state company actually from the government called Kodata. So that company provides some resource for us. For example, like as a cloud, for example. We use their infrastructure to virtualize everything what we want. So we save money to um, just to don't buy new servers, physical servers. So we contract the dead servers there for less than less lower price like as AWS, for example. It's the cheaper. So for us, it's interesting to use the government resource than use a private resource.
Okay, you said you work on both virtual and physical.
Our physical equipment now it's just a bunch of switches, some routers, but just that. But I think in the old times, um, before before I came there, so they had servers, physical servers inside of the DC. So now that service was put on the conductor infrastructure. Now they there. Now we have zero servers inside of our DC. So actually just two switch and one border router.
So what is your company?
My company is in my state, Paraíba. It's in northeast from Brazil.
What your company do?
So my company, I work for the state government. So my company is the education department. That company just take care about all education system in my state for all state schools. So we have different than other countries. Um, Brazil have three types of schools. Have the public school from the towns like the cities. For example, the mayor have to maintain the education department of the city, and the governor of the state take care of the education of the department. So I work to state schools. So normally we need to find resource to buy equipment to put on in the schools, like for example, um, Wi-Fi APs, routers, switches, cablings, and build IT labs there because sometimes the kids need to do IT class. So how to use Windows, how to use Linux, how to install a program, how to start to develop programs using Python, using PHP or JavaScript, how to configure little networks like home networks, for example, or study robotics using Legos, using parts or engine parts and something like that, just to build something, little planes or little helicopters, little bicycles, little cars, or just robots just to walking. So they want the purpose is to motivate the interest for IT sector. So my part there is to maintain these labs and the infrastructure in the schools.
So what is your experience?
Sorry,
What is your experience?
my experience.
Yeah.
I work in a lot of not a lot because I'm new actually. I need to change my my skills. So I started in a great company called Holstein. The headquarters is in Orlando, Florida, and they have a lot of data centers around the world. Like the second one is here, actually in my city, like close then. And this in they have in India, have in China, I think in London, Colombia, I think Mexico too. I don't remember now. So they have a lot, and was my first job as an intern, and I I learned a lot. But my second job was as an analyst, was in a hospital here. I worked there for almost 2 years, and I changed for a lab, a clinical lab, a clinical analysis lab. So I was IT there too, maintenance too, as a infrastructure analyst. So there I just take care about all servers, all network, and and started some new projects like to do automations there. It was my first project using automations, and I spent 2 years there, I think, almost three. But sometimes I was motivated there, but my actual boss invited me to join in the education department, and I'm so freaking happy about that because it was very huge. It is it is very different than everything what I did. So I was so happy there because, and I started a lot of things there. Now I have 3 or 4 projects running there at the same time, and I work in 3, 4, almost 5 projects at the same time. So sometimes my team just look at me, so, hey man, are you okay? And, oh, I'm freaking happy. So what happened? So you are so concentrated what you're doing, so everything's all right? It's, yeah, hell yeah. So sometimes the guys start to be concerned because I start to work a lot, like a workaholic. But in 2 months, actually, I'm there. I got there 2 months ago, so I'm so happy there, doing a lot of things, doing a lot of stuff, meeting with people from Google, something what I never did before. So for me, it's the the highest goal ever.
So, as an infrastructure analyst, how much experience you have?
Um, adding all years, almost
6 years.
6 years, 6 years doing the same thing. So sometimes someone will ask, dude, 6 years doing the same thing. It's annoying. No, it's not. It's so fun because when you started to be fun inside your job, you never worked before. So you never work. You're just having fun. So for me, I'm laughing a lot. My team laugh a lot because it's it's a thing. I need to motivate them. So I need to put in their heads, if you have fun, like I think you have fun a lot doing what you do, and you never work. So for you, it's a thing to do because you enjoy that. So for example, other guys inside of the other teams, sometimes it's just a grumpy guy face or grumpy guy. I need to do that. This sucks. And I just watched that. So man, come on, you 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 graduate about technology development, network, whatever, and you are grumpy guy about that. You are in the wrong sector. You need to change your life. So most part of my most part of the time, I doing my thing dancing. You know, I just put my keyboard up on the machine, and it started to dancing and typing all the time. And the guys just look at me. So this man is so freaking nuts. So if you if you love what you do, you never work. You just have fun. You just enjoy. So I enjoy so much because my desk it's close to to a window, a big huge window, and at that side have a square, a lot of trees, some street dogs, street cats play then with them. So and I just look at that view from my window, enjoyed the view, enjoyed my work. I never stress out. So the my last two jobs was a closed room without windows, without view, without nothing, just monitors, displays, just a huge TV set with Zabbix running. So I started to stress out. I started to complain, and but I have fun most part of the time because I put in my head. So I need to stress. I don't need to stress. So sorry, I don't need to stress. I need to enjoy this. So what I started to do was make jokes, fun talks, just talking about everything. Not about political, not about pandemic, and not about whatever, but about fun things. Tell a old story, what happened with me, what happened during the day when the guys was out in the lunchtime or something like. So in my experience, I think I stress out 1 year and I have fun for five.
So, so you saw the physical environment and you saw the virtual environment.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You are seeing the virtual environment and you are seeing the physical environment,
Yeah, both.
and you are
We
managing both.
Yeah, I'm managing both. It's interesting because normally people people split those. So one team for logical, one team for physical. What we did is the physical. It's with the support level 2. We are support level 3. But sometimes I miss to cabling. I miss to do to build a rack, to build everything, just to organize the cable, everything. Sometimes, not at all, but sometimes. And it's but now the physical part is just to what we choose, what we need to choose to put there. The other part, the cabling, is the cabling, the maintenance to change the equipment. To change the equipment before configuration is the level 2. We just configure everything and put to level 2. They put the level 2 install whatever we want.
So now you don't need to move physically.
Not most, but I like I said, I miss a lot. I love to do that. I hate it when I started to when I started. I hate it so bad. Really, I hate it. One time, I I did a freelance about just to do a cabling, and I just accept because that time I was very in trouble. So what happened was a whole core, something like 5 racks from a DC. And then the interesting part, the my part was to cut the UTP cables, put the connectors, and mark all cables. Just identify all cables. Just tagging. So cut, put the connector, the RJ45, connect, identify, print the tag, and glue the tag. I did that for 1 week straight. And I hated, really, I hated. I just want to kill myself in the middle of the job. So, but the interesting part was in the middle of the week forward, I started to love because the second guy there working with me, he started to enjoy and just tell stories about other data center where he worked. And I said, "Oh, really? You did that?" Yeah, it was fun because, for example, they started to test in the air conditioner inside the data center, and the floor started to float because the air conditioner started to test in 100% of the flow. And I, what the heck? And you are inside there? Yeah. And I really, and I started to laugh. So, and I started to laugh, and I continued doing the cabling, and in 2 hours we finish everything of the day job. And I started to, oh, everything started to pass quickly. And he, yeah, because you laugh. And I started to I started to realize and blow my mind. Oh, I need to enjoy my work. So I miss that sometimes to do cabling, to build a rack, to put the server in their space, to attach, to turn on the server, to did everything, and just look the rack, see everything there, and said, "Dude, I did that." So this is a benefit for a lot of people. They will use that for years, and I did that. So I started to enjoy that. I now I don't need to do that because as a manager, for my manager says, "Oh, you don't need to do that. You just manage the team." But I need to put my hands on. So if I don't did that, it's not myself. So what happened is sometimes I just escape from my job and I need to do something like that.
So, so the infrastructure that you saw physically are the same infrastructure that you are seeing virtually.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the same things. Like for example, I'm the guy. I'm the guy to just to put the thing in order. Like if someone need to, I think like it's like all ITs around the world. If you have an account in AWS, you just create your server inside. Now they need to ask me. So yeah, and I need to interview them about this thing. So, but yes, now I need to do just that. So to manage that, and for I need more resource, I need to contract in the data center from Codata. So now it's something like
So, how many services that you know?
good question. I think almost 50, 50 to 60 servers.
So, you give support to 50 to 60 servers.
Sorry.
You give support for 50 to 60 servers.
Yeah, I need to maintain that. So normally we use, actually I think, yes, I think we use almost that and take care. Most part is Linux, because the type of the things what we running there, running Linux. But I think we have almost 15, 15, 16 servers using Windows, and we use for a lot of types of services there. I don't know why we use a lot Windows servers, but because we don't have too much service to use Windows. Most part is Linux. Actually, one of my tasks is to migrate one service from Windows to Linux. So this is just a little thing, but the most part of the difficult part is to deliver, just to change the server, their files, to just to copy there to the another, because it's a lot of things. So we'll need to monitorize, because it's so many files, and something, most part is confidential files, other parts is public files. So I think almost 20 terabytes of files to migrate to Windows to Linux. So I need to take care, because I think it's very sensitive. It's very need to migrate clearly. So I need to use a lot of. I need to decide actually what type of technology I will use to migrate these files, because I need to be secure. I need to be clear. I need to be in that. I need to be very careful. This is the word. I need. This is the phrase. I need to be careful. So I don't I I yet I don't decide yet what I will use to migrate the files, but I have some ideas, but I don't know yet.
So I'll ask, what do you say to the people who wants to become infrastructure analysts and who are already infrastructure analysts?
Wow, this is a good question. First of all, need the first thing need to the guy or the girl or the woman, whatever. First, he need to be a passion about network. So this is the first thing for what I need what I will tell. The second thing is graduate, study. You need to study hard, because you need to understand all layers inside the network. The other thing, I can't tell a lot of things to motivate. So, but the main thing is study, graduate, and actually study, understand, and graduate. Yeah. So I understand sometimes we don't need to graduate to go to the college and to go to college and study, graduate to do this type of job. We know some people just have um, a gift to learn something and to do what I do. So, but if you study and understand, try to graduate, because it's nice. For Brazil, it's a thing. You need to be graduate to do a lot of things. The second thing is have passion. Have passion. Have See happiness inside of what you need to do. And the the most important thing, enjoy. You need to enjoy what you do, because if you can't, if you never enjoy, can be boring, and you start to stress, and you start to to do a lot of things. Like you can, it's like a snowball. So you accumulate a lot of things you can reflect in your relationship, in with the about your friends, wife, parents, kids, so whatever. So if you enjoy what you do, you never work. So if you want to do infrastructure analyst, you need to understand this. You need to study, understand everything about network and infrastructure. Not everything, actually, but have notions about the AWS, about Azure, about Google Cloud, about inside clouds like to virtualization. So it's a huge world. So, but the main thing is enjoy. If you enjoy, everything is easy.
So at last, have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube?
I actually I met him. I met you when you invite me on Instagram. I never heard it before. So because I using, I'm actually I never use Instagram. Most part of the time I reading books. For example, this is this here. It's a shell script from to professional. So or other types of things. Most parts of the time when I'm not working, I'm just enjoying my family, my dogs, my cat, playing an instrument, or watching movies or series. So I met you when you invite me on Instagram, and I saw, hey, this is a thing. Now I will start to watch your videos to know about you actually, and about other people, because I saw you interview a lot of people here. So I watching your interview people from South Africa, Ireland, States, Canada. I don't know where more, but I think it will be interesting to to heard another other types of point of view from people around the world. I think you are very privileged, because to talk with people around the world, for you, I think it's a privileged thing, because you have a lot of information. You can understand whatever this person are. So that is freaking nice. So really, you have a fan now.
Thank you, sir. You're doing a great job. You're doing something that you love, and like you said, I'm impressed with a lot of points that you said.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
it's inspiring. You are telling that you have to do, you have to be passionate about something, and you should love it. If you don't love it, you should not do it. So
Yes.
it's very easy to say, but if, to do it, it's a very great thing that you are doing already, and you're being inspiration, and you being in my show and telling this kind of a valuable information will reach, you know, uh, to all the people who are watching me, who are following me, who are listening to me, to all the country people who will listen to this. But definitely not only the tech people, the non-technical people also will understand, where they are and what they have to do, and how to use the time that they have.
Hmm. Thanks to say that. I'm sometimes for me it's a compliment. I thank you so much to say I'm inspired to be an inspiration for other people. So I hope if this interview touch other people around the world, like I, for example, if someone don't know what we'll do in the future, if this interview brings to someone an idea, so it's whatever what the field what they want to do, biology, journalism, I don't know, engineering, whatever. But if this interview touch someone, just one person, sorry, if touch one person, I would be happy because I try every day to motivate everybody to do what they want. So if one person comment in the comment section of your YouTube channel on Instagram or whatever. So, oh, this interview motivated me to do engineer, biology, physics, chemistry, I don't know, whatever. And that person enjoy and love what they will do in the future. For me, it's enough.
1000%. At least one person will definitely get affected because of the words that came from your heart.
Hmm.
So, thank you very much, sir. Keep doing what you love and enjoy like you're doing always.
Thank you for having me again, and nice to meet you. And I hope we talk it again in the future.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I'll contact you, or you can contact me. We can talk. We can have a chat when we are free, for sure.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Can I put this video and audio clip on my YouTube channel, social media,
Absolutely,
internet,
absolutely.
website, everywhere with your permission?
Yeah, you have my permission. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Again, take care.
Thank you. Take care too.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.